Alrighty, well, a little while ago I posted on my story basically asking if I posted a video about my pregnancy, about my story, anything like that, who would watch it, and I got a lot of positive feedback from it. So I'm just gonna shoot for it. I'm not gonna be one of those videos that like edits and everything. I don't know how to do that. I'm working on it, but it's not gonna happen today or in this video because I feel like it's gonna be a lot of work. And I'd rather just get this one done and see what happens. But let me start from the beginning. Okay, so I moved out when I was 17. I got my own place basically with two other people. I moved in. I was paying a lot of money for a box of a room and a bathroom, just to let that out there. But that didn't last for too long because I found out I was pregnant about a month or two after living there. So me and my ex had been together for about 8 months at the time. How I found out was basically me and him were doing our thing. Probably TMI, but this is how I found out. I started cramping really bad. I couldn't do it. Like, I was in so much pain, I couldn't even do anything. So the next morning I took a test. It came out faint. Basically, so there was a dark line and then there was the faint line. And I was like, well, I already knew. I already knew I was pregnant because it wouldn't show up if there was nothing in your bloodstream or nothing in your hormones. It just wouldn't show up. So I waited. I called the baby's dad. I called him right when I had found out, and he basically told me everything was going to be okay, that he was going to be there for me, everything like that. He was calm for the most part. And so later on, I took a test again in about a week. There was two of them. My mom actually got me that pair because I had told her already, because me and her are really close. We were actually having lunch, and I couldn't hide it from her. We had that good of a relationship. I just couldn't hide it from her. So how I said it was, Mom, I need you to be calm and talk to me and just listen. And so I told her, I said that I think I might be pregnant. And that was like the worst thing for her. She had told me for so many years that was probably the worst thing I could have done for, to her or to anybody in the family, basically. But, so yeah, I told her. After that, she didn't talk to me for 2 days. She didn't really want to have too much to do with me because, she had to go through her own little thing of what she wanted to do and, how she wanted to take it. So, in that time, I was scared. I was really scared, but I wasn't too scared at the time because I thought my ex was going to be there. I really did. I really thought he was going to be there for me and was going to do stuff for me, and we were actually going to stick through it. Let me see. So, after I had confirmed the pregnancy, I went to Planned Parenthood with my mom. That was after she started talking to me again. And they confirmed that I was 6 weeks and 1 day. That's when I found out. And so that's when I started getting on, the prenatals, doctor visits, Medicaid, because I couldn't afford insurance. I still can't because it's just, I'm not with a career that would give me that, so I'd have to go through a bank to do all that, and it's just too much money. So, yeah, it was approved really fast because of the fact I was pregnant. I needed to start doing my regular visits, make sure that my baby was okay, that I was okay, everything was going okay. And let's see, I had my first visit. I want to say I was like 10 weeks when I had my first official visit with the doctor. Let's see, I'll explain. That day, I walked into this room. I was scared. My mom was with me, thank God, and what else? My ex was baby's dad, he was supposed to show up. And let's just say that first visit for me was horrible because I had to sit. My My room was actually right in front of the parking lot, and he said he was going to be there, so I was literally staring outside in the parking lot the whole time, telling my mom that I knew he wasn't going to be there, that, you know, that I wasn't expecting him to be there, because I was trying to lie to myself and basically influence myself to believe that I didn't think he was going to be there, because I thought he really was going to be there. And I was super, like, I had my hopes up. I really did. But I was trying not to, so that's why I kept telling her that. He didn't show up. Nothing, nada. He blamed it on me for not telling him and being specific, but yeah, I had confirmed it with him a few days ago. But long story short, my first visit was okay. He basically just checked me out. He checked out my breast. He checked out down there. Checked to see, like, what was going on. So yeah, that was my first visit. They don't really do too much, especially when you're that early, because there's not much that you can do. Basically, it's just like a checkup. And so, about a month after that, me and baby's dad, we split up. We stopped. He basically said it was because he wasn't mentally prepared and was trying to fix himself. I kind of knew already, but I didn't want to believe it. And then a little bit later, about 2 weeks later, after that, I found out he was with somebody that I knew. He was already with someone else. They were probably doing stuff beforehand a long time ago. So it made my beginning pregnancy, like in the beginning, really hard for me. I was doing things on my own. I didn't have the support of him. He left. I just didn't have any support at all, and that was the hardest thing for me, because in the beginning of pregnancy, you're super emotional, and that just made it even worse. I was super depressed. I had a lot of trust issues in the beginning. It was hard for me, but I can honestly say that if I wasn't pregnant, it probably would have been a lot worse. My future would have been a lot different than it is now. So, what else? I went through a lot of stuff when it came to that. I went through a lot of emotional. I felt bad about myself. I was gaining weight. I wasn't used to that. I was always really skinny. It was hard for me to love myself. It was hard for me to look in the mirror and be like, okay, this is normal. Like, you know, accept this. You'll be okay. This is totally what's supposed to happen. I didn't feel that way. I felt bad about myself. I didn't have anybody there to tell me that, like, you're okay, that you look beautiful, that, you know, I'm here for you. I didn't have that. So I had to be that for myself. But slowly, I got better. I got my head on right. I focused on school. I now am still in school. I'm still in high school. I only have a couple months left. But I'm enrolled at my college in this city that I live in. I will be going there in August, hopefully. If not August, then it will be in the beginning of January, I believe. But yeah, so my pregnancy was hard, but now it's starting to get easier. I'm 33 weeks and 1 day. I'm almost done, thank God. I don't really like being pregnant, I'll be honest with you. It's hard for me. My body is so small, and I still work a good amount. So it's just really hard for me, and my emotions are starting to get bad again because it's toward the end. I think everyone gets like that toward the end. You're kind of just like ready for them to come out. Anything that goes on, you kind of get emotional about, unless you're just already that kind of person, which I was that kind of person even before. But yeah, and I've only gained, let's see. I've gained, I think, 24 pounds total since the beginning, which is actually really good from what they tell me. But, you know, there's no way, you know, nowhere in the body for me to put anything, so it's just a belly. But yeah, that's a little bit of my story. I feel like I could have put a lot more information in there, and I feel like I missed a bunch of stuff. But this is my first video. It's just like an overall kind of thing. And I wanted to do it because I want to start making a little bit more videos and helping people that have the same problem as me or going through the same thing as me, because I know it's hard whenever you don't have anybody there to tell you that it's going to be okay, and that if you choose something that it's alright. I don't believe in abortion, but in certain situations I do. It's just, for me, it wasn't an option. But yeah, so I'm having a little boy, if you don't know already. His name will be Madden Nolan, and he's expected to be here May 30th, and it is currently April something. April, I want to say 12th. So I'm almost there. And yeah, I'm getting, closer and closer. I'm actually more happy now about him being here because I was scared before, but I'm actually a little bit more happy now. And just to let people know, like, there are options for you. If you feel like you can't do it, there's options for everybody, and I can help you out. Just leave, the comments below, or however they do it. They do the little hand thing. But yeah, so that's a little bit of my story. If you want to know anything, or if you have more questions, feel free to comment and I will answer them, okay? Alrighty guys,